completed by with the gas company down there. So that's our limit of work and our recommendation for contract A.
This will complete Burnside Road.
Yes, this is complete Burnside Road. Yes. Okay. So I have asked staff for a motion on the agenda. It's your pleasure to take whatever action you want to. The prices are still good for 60 days.
Joe, do we have the prices and the contractors?
Excuse me?
You had 7 contractors. Can we run them down?
Sure. Victor Paving, or I can give it to you separately, Frank, later.
Yeah.
I'll give you a list of.
Well, I'd like to know the price
Sure.
differential from first
Sure.
and second.
Sure. Victor Paving was $325,091. Youngblood was $331,552.00. Morgan Excavating was $334,766. Shields Asphalt Paving was $340,938. Russell Standard was $348,760. A. Felino was $354,526.75. And El Grande Industries was $360,962.50.
You recommend Victor, or we need to do a background check on him?
We've worked with Victor Paving in the past, and he's performed satisfactory.
He's got better than what he was.
Okay. Should we go into the second one too? I mean, because I think it's basically the next resolution too, because it finishes up contract B.
That's contract B, yes. I apologize. I made a error on the total there for contract B in the memo. I corrected it there on the files you have. So that is correct. Also have before you contract B. This was the 2014 pavement maintenance contract B to be paid from the general fund. The low bidder is Youngblood Paving in the amount of $310,873.60 for the base bid. We had added an alternate bid for a portion of Klinger Road from Fawn Lane to Papp Road. That's at an amount of $174,850. And then we also added an alternate bid number 2 for a section of Ironwood Drive in the amount of $42,027. Total amount that will be awarded to Youngblood is $527,750.60. Any award that we have, I think we should probably make it contingent upon the developer of Ironwood making the payment to the township for the $42,027 before we process the contract documents, so you have the money in hand.
Let me expand upon that a little bit. It was my suggestion to Joe to put that alternate in the bid. Howard Hanna, who had developed the last part of Ironwood, they went by a different name than Howard Hanna, but it's essentially Howard Hanna. Dawn and I have been searching around for trying to find the money that was supposed to put the final learning course on Ironwood Drive. That finally showed up. They have a total of about $43,500 that I saw a CD certificate from. So the number is in line. That they have sufficient funds in an escrow that they would pay to the township to do that work. So that's why I suggested to Joe. And I thought it would be good that they take advantage of whatever work that we're doing anyway on the project to get it, and we would make sure that it got done. It's been lingering for a long time. So that's not anything the townships can pay. They would pay for that.
The 42.
Yes.
You know, I did have another question for you, Joe. We discussed Klinger Road from McConnell to Fawn Drive.
Right.
And is it on there? I didn't see it.
Not on here. That's something. We have.
Because I know there's a couple issues out there that we discussed earlier that.
It was not part of our bid, and that will be provided with the cost estimate for Homer Road.
Okay. Because I know we were talking about widening the turn onto Klinger from McConnell, and there might be issues with acquiring a little bit of property to do
Yes,
that.
no, that's all part of the Homer Road cost estimate. We did that for you. And in summary here, the totals of contracts A and B minus the Ironwood work total $810,814.60. When we met a few weeks ago, I think we were looking at a total estimated cost of $850,103.98. So we're under the estimate for the roads that were selected.
Now, do we have an option though to put more roads onto this contract?
We have contract B, which is our unit price contract with the general fund. We reserve the right to add or delete quantities and roads at the unit price and as bid.
Okay, do any of the supervisors have questions?
Can we go to some of those roads? Whatever we have remaining here, over $200,000.
Sure.
And that's why I'm wondering, do we wait, wait a couple of weeks and have another meeting or whatever to address anything down the road? Or will you be able to come up with bids for what it's going to cost on these other roads?
We have quantities. What I can do is I can take the unit prices we have here
And apply it to the
and
distance.
apply it to it, create a spreadsheet that shows us what the costs are.
Okay.
I can do that.
What would you do?
No more than 200, because I want to keep 500,000 for the possibility of the widening.
Okay.
It would definitely not be that 500,000. It should be under.
I can just, I put the other spreadsheet. It's not a problem.
So what does everybody feel, dude?
Also, I can put the spreadsheet together now. We can pick.
Elizabeth, once I look over the estimate for Coleman Road, we'll give you a number. I'm not going to commit to any number on Coleman Road. That's why we're doing some work.
It's 500 more than enough to cover 200.
If I knew that, I'd be in Las Vegas right now. I need data to make it and give you an answer, and I don't have the data.
And maybe that's why we should just hold off a little bit on this till we have the information for anything else. We have some numbers on Coleman, we'll see where we have money-wise, and we might be able to add some more streets or not, I don't know.
Absolutely.
And
What's the
also,
other supervisors feel, what's your opinion?
also we are waiting till the frost is out of the road to see what's going to come before. It's a bad year of freezing and these roads, might be a lot of roads that could pop up. And
There could be some other ones that are even more desperate than what some of these are too. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
does anybody have a problem with just tabling this for a little bit till we get more information on it?
No problem. We can just go, or we need to wait till the next meeting.
I think we got a lot accomplished in our last road meeting.
Yeah, we have to have a work session with this. We can't try to do this in a business
No,
meeting.
I think we should have a work session. Can you contact everybody whenever you get the information on Coleman Road so that we can add it in the meantime? The supervisors can have any ideas that they want to add to it, and we'll try to set something up. Would you come to the microphone?
Ronald DeCruzy from Carlisle Avenue,
Okay.
up in Southview. Where is the thing with our project up there?
It's in this.
It's on this, it's on.
Where's it at?
It's not listed out, but it's part of the base bid, contract bid.
Here, I'll show you.
Why is it not, I mean, why is it not on there?
Joe, show where
Why is it
it's
not on?
contract B.
I don't get what you're telling me, but why isn't it on there?
It is.
It is.
Why don't you put it on there?
It's part of the base bid. It's part of the 310,000. We
Is this a
have,
copy?
this is the bid tabulation.
Can I have this?
Sure, you can have this Carlisle Avenue, Middle, SMUG, J and Nancy.
All those streets in
I'm saying,
Southview are on that
when you're looking at it
contract
from here, in my position back here, it doesn't look like you're doing anything.
No, it's all right there.
We-
B. All the streets in Southview are on there.
We
We
should
should
have
have included in the
announced.
contract B.
We should have announced the roads.
Mr.
Yeah, let's
Slater,
announce them.
From me sitting in that audience,
I understand.
it doesn't look like we are being addressed anything.
And that's why we're going to have a meeting on this, once we get all the rest of the information. We had a special road meeting the one night, and I thought it was very good.
Oh, I agree, I commended
And
you.
we do have those on there, and at that time, this all just came in this morning, okay? And it's been a rush to try to get everything together.
We should have announced the roads.
Couldn't you read them? Somebody read them off to us?
It's
Buggy,
everything.
Joe?
That's my
So,
Buggy.
What, what's that?
Buggy, it's
Okay.
everything in Southview except the alleys. The alleys are going to be done by our road crews.
Okay.
It's Maple Street from Walnut to Terminus, that's in use, right? It's in use.
Here, let me read it all.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Contract B, Ansel Avenue from Southview to Terminus, Carlisle Avenue from Terminus to Terminus, Middle Alley from Ansel Avenue to Carlisle Avenue, SMPJ Alley from Ansel Avenue to Carlisle Avenue, Maple Street from Walnut Street to Terminus, Muse School Street from Muse Bishop Road to Cherry Way, Sycamore Street from Oak Street to Oak Street, McConnell Road from Cecil Henderson Road to Hillcrest Drive. That's the base bid contract for E.
This is the page you should have up there instead of all that garbage.
Well, right now, I think it'd be a good idea to go ahead and just table these two resolutions. And we can go ahead, when you have the information in a week or two, and you on Coleman Road and everything, contact us and let's see if we can set up another meeting with all the supervisors.
Sure.
Okay?
Great,
Does
thank you.
everybody agree with tabling these two? Is there any problem with that? Set up a future meeting.
Police car.
Okay?
I have a comment. I'm Al Palmer, I live up on Cecil. You were talking about down on Burnside, when the gas company did that patching right down below when they did all that work. Now, it's great that they paved it, but maybe somebody should go take a look at that, because I don't think that's going to hold up. It's already starting to pull up. I know that's not in this bid, and you said from where they did it, go up, and that's great, but somebody should probably look at that patch. I don't know what they were required to do or what they did, but already it started, there's areas it's already starting to crack. Really, pretty bad. I don't think it's going to last too much longer, but,
I already talked to a public work director myself, we looked at that.
okay. So you guys,
And you know what, there might be a few other issues with this bad winter we've had.
oh, I understand it's the winter, it's.
That's something.
I did look at that. There's a couple of areas on the right-hand side, on the Phil side of the road, that appear to have some support issues, lateral support issues.
Right.
Currently, the roadways, there's a little bit of a sag or an undervertical condition that needs further investigation. Basically, with that road, what we were able to accomplish with that contractor for the gas company out there was this. He was required, in accordance with his permit, to mill that road and pave it back. We asked him, and it wasn't a full width paving job. It was only in the lane where his trench was. His trench, for the most part, was in the right side or on the fill side of the road. There was some meandering to the center line. In an effort to get that roadway paved, I suggested that, and talked to the board about this, that we would waive the milling requirement and in exchange for him just paving the entire width of the roadway, putting 1.5 to 2 inches, scratching where he had to, and then putting 1.5 overlay on that. So that's how that paving project came about. There was no cost to the township to have that done. It was just an exchange of the putback as far as what was required to be put back into the roadway. And my feeling was, why build structure off the road only to put back the same lift in kind, if in fact there were even that much structure in that roadway. There were a couple areas where that roadway was just nothing more than chip seal. And I felt it would probably benefit us if we just had him overlay that road as opposed to milling it 1.5 inches and putting 1.5 inches back on it. So.
Okay, I agree with that. I do. What are they? What is the scope of work for what they're doing on Burnside? Are they milling, and are they, because it's the same thing? I think you're going to run the same problem. I mean, I've been in construction for 30